Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics at Baharampur. Here we will discuss about different types of coordinate systems we use in mathematical physics or electrostatics or classical mechanics. In everywhere of physics, the basic mathematics or basic coordinate system we must know. Okay. So for this purpose I am creating this video. So let's understand this coordinate systems. Basically we understand three types of coordinate systems, that is, one is Cartesian coordinate system. This is Cartesian coordinate system where the coordinates can be represented as x, y or z in 3D. Spherical polar coordinate system, next, where the coordinates can be expressed as r, theta and phi. And number 3 is cylindrical coordinate system where the coordinates can be expressed as rho, phi and z. So let's understand one by one. Okay, so first we will understand about the Cartesian coordinate system. This is very easy. We are learning this from our basic classes, or we learn this from class 9th or 10th. Okay, so let's understand this. To understand this coordinate system, we have already told you that the coordinates can be expressed as x, y, z. So if we take a point on 3D, then the point can be represented as P point and P's coordinate will be x, y, z. Okay, you can visualize this thing in the room you are sitting. Okay, so any corner you can take as the origin. Okay, from there you can visualize a point in space of the room, that is P point, and you can connect the corner with P point. You will get a position vector, that is r vector. Okay, so what will be the expression of r? According to the vector, r vector will be equals to x minus 0 I cap. Why we have taken 0? Because we are starting from the origin to the point P. Okay, so the coordinates of origin will be 0, 0, 0 and the coordinates of P point will be x, y, z. So as usual, the distance between the 2 points will be the difference between the coordinates with the unit vectors. So r vector will be equal to this plus y minus 0 into j cap plus z minus 0 into k cap. This is the position vector in case of Cartesian coordinate system. If we take the length elements here, then the length element will be different in different directions. So in x direction, length element will be dlx vector is equals to I cap dx. Somewhere I cap can be noted as x cap also. Okay. Next, the length element along y axis will be dly equals to j cap dy and dlz equals to k cap dz. These are the length elements in different directions. Now let's talk about the surface elements. Surface elements along x-axis will be d of sx, that will be equals to the cross product of dly vector and dlz vector. Mind it, this is very, very important. The concept of surface is very, very important. So the expression will be obviously j cap dy cross k cap dz, and j cap cross k cap will give you I cap. So I cap dy dz. So if you want to visualize this surface element, then you can go to the coordinate system as we have discussed earlier. Just a minute. So if you want to visualize, then the surface element will be like this. So you can see here that surface is pointing its direction towards x direction. Okay, you can visualize this on your pen and copy, that if you take the paper as YZ plane and x-axis along the outward direction of the paper, then the paper will be YZ plane and the x direction will be the direction of that plane, which is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. I hope you understood this. So in similar way you can take another. So in similar ways you can take another surface elements, like dsy will be equals to dlz cross dlx, and find out this value. This is your homework. Okay, in similar way you also find out the surface elements along z direction. Okay, now we have discussed about length elements, surface elements. Now let's talk about the volume elements. So write down volume element. Volume element is very easy. Volume element will be represented as d tau, that will be equals to the vector triple product of length elements, that is dlx dot dly cross dlz. If you put those values, then you can get dlx, that means dx x cap dot, here you will get this value as x cap dy dz. So x cap dot x cap will give you 1, and the value of volume element will be d tau equals to dx into dy into dz. This is the basic concept of length element, surface element and volume element of Cartesian coordinate system. I hope you understand this concept. If you not, then please let me know. And one thing I want to tell you, that you have to know about the limits of the coordinates. Okay, this is very very important. So let's take another point as the limit of the coordinates. So write down the limits of the coordinates. Okay, that is limits. So there will be three limits: x, y and z. In these three cases, each case will contain the limits from -infinity to +infinity. And it's very easy to remember. Okay? So thank you everyone. I hope you understood the topic I have discussed here. If you have any doubt, please let me know. I will try to clear out your doubt. Thank you.